Sock, ladies and gentlemen, today is December the 15th, 2020, and we got some Monday Night Raw, the go-home show for TLC this Sunday. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I have here, we got some big things that happen here. We got all the matches and the big segments. So, let's talk about the Bray Wyatt one, because it was like 3 parts of the segment. So, we had the Firefly Funhouse Field Trip, with Bray Wyatt taking his little puppets to the Thunderdome. And, ladies and gentlemen, he says a whole bunch of words, and he wants to apologize to Randy Orton. I don't understand why. And then, ladies and gentlemen, and then all that, and then he tried to read something off a paper, and he wouldn't stop laughing. Even the puppets wouldn't stop laughing. But Randy Orton went on to the Titantron and says he wants to play a game. He wants to play hide and seek. And Mr. Bray Wyatt accepts the hide and seek, so he went out to find them. But, ladies and gentlemen, he did run into 2 people. He ran into Riddle, and he wants to pitch Bray Wyatt something for the Firefly Funhouse. Pronouns. And Bray Wyatt said no. He said he was busy. And then we saw the pig, Huskis, or I forgot his name is. But we saw the pig talking to R-Truth, and R-Truth, there's no PlayStation 6. There's only a PlayStation 5. That's the new one that came out. Not a PlayStation 6. Where do you get a PlayStation 6? In the future? You have a time machine for I want your time machine. I could get out in 2020. But, ladies and gentlemen, and then Bray Wyatt came out and says, Huskis, you shouldn't be talking to strangers. And R-Truth says, you're true. He's right. And he asked Bray Wyatt, is the pig his son? And Bray Wyatt just walked away and said, I didn't see time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Bray Wyatt was looking for Randy Orton. And then he went to this dark garage room that has a rocking chair. If you guys didn't know, when he first came to WWE, he had this rocking chair as a Wyatt family, and he sits on this rocking chair. But I believe a whole bunch of people have been breaking this rocking chair, and now he's not part of the Wyatt family, so he doesn't need a rocking chair. So he sat in the rocking chair, and he just rocks and rocks and rocks. And then Randy Orton came from behind in the darkness to attack Bray Wyatt. So they brawled. They fought, and ladies and gentlemen, there's a giant crate that Randy Orton opened and shoved Bray Wyatt into it. And then he got gasoline, and he poured it onto the crate, on the crates. And then, ladies and gentlemen, he grabs a lighter, and he lights up the crates. And then he just sees the fire burning, and he's smiling, he's laughing. You see the dangerous of his eyes. Until the crate opens and comes out the Fiend, scares Randy Orton out of his boots, and then a man of claw onto Randy Orton to choke him out. It was a cool thing. It was a cool thing. I enjoyed it. Some people are going to hate it, but I don't care. I'm a person that likes to be entertained. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we got the Elias segment. Now Jackson Ryker made his debut to Raw. You guys can see on Main Event. He was on Main Event, and now he's teaming up with Elias as his bodyguard to stop the people interrupting Elias' performance. But, ladies and gentlemen, it didn't happen because R-Truth interrupted, and he wants to apologize for interrupting on Main Event, but he's still interrupting. And then Elias was asking him questions, and R-Truth was ignoring him, saying he doesn't want to interrupt him, but Elias says, you are interrupting me now. And then he was about to do his performance, his song, until the mob came out. The 24/7 mob came out to attack R-Truth, and then Jackson Ryker just take everybody out. And R-Truth he ran away with the 24/7 title. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's now we got the beginning segment. In the beginning, we heard a story from The Miz. And it's the nightmare of TLC. It's not the nightmare of Christmas. It's the nightmare of TLC. The night before TLC. And ladies and gentlemen, they talk about the match between Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles. AJ Styles, John Morrison was dressed as Drew McIntyre, some bushy guy, Scottish thing. Don't make fun of Drew McIntyre. You know he's gonna kick your butt. But ladies and gentlemen, and then they had a scene of AJ Styles putting a sword into Drew McIntyre. I don't think Drew McIntyre's going to kill somebody. He's going to win the match, but he's not going to kill somebody. And then the story ends with AJ Styles winning the WWE title. And then he says, Miz is going to cash in his Money in the Bank and becomes the WWE champion. AJ Styles was not happy, and that's not the story that AJ Styles gave the Miz. And here comes out Sheamus and talking about he just wants some fights. He has a match with AJ Styles later on tonight, but he wants that match now. And ladies and gentlemen, AJ's trying to walk away and trying to move away, and then he throws a Christmas tree at Sheamus, and then he ran away with Omos, whatever his name is, Omos. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw Sheamus threw a present at the head of AJ Styles. That was just funny. Then we had the match between AJ Styles and Sheamus. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it, but the winner of that match was AJ Styles. But ladies and gentlemen, he was still taunting him after the match. And then I believe Omos tied Sheamus' leg onto the rope while he was outside the ring. So he's hanging off the apron with his legging tied up in the ropes. And then we saw AJ Styles just whacking Sheamus with the steel chair multiple times, right into the leg, into the guts. Oh my goodness. But he wouldn't go away. But at the end there. Then we had the Hurt Business versus the New Day and Jeff Hardy in a 6-man tag team match with Riddle in the corner because Riddle wants to be the Broy. So a replacement of Biggie. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the Hardy Bros. Well, not really yet because they're not a tag team yet. But ladies and gentlemen, this was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed this match. I like this match. But the winner of that match was the Hurt Business after Cedric Alexander gets the pin, and he was showing up again. He's showing up, and even MVP had to tell him to come here that we could raise each other's hands. Oh my goodness. Cedric, what's wrong with you? Well, we know at TLC, the Raw Tag Team titles will be on the line. Then we have Lana versus Nia Jax. Lana is terrified to versus Nia Jax in the match. But Asuka talked to her and made her calm down. And then she had this match. It was an okay match. But the winner of that match, with a surprise win, was Lana. Lana got out of the corner while Nia was on top of the middle rope, and then she did a stomp. She hit the knee, and then she did like a mushroom stomp, whatever they call it, and then she gets the 1, 2, 3, or no, she did the knees into the chest while she was hanging upside down. Did it on the chest and grab her legs, lays her head on the butt cheeks of Nia Jax and gets the 1, 2, 3. She gets the win, but Nia was mad. Shayna was mad. Shayna attacked Asuka in backstage because Asuka was celebrating because the win of Lana. She got attacked, and then Shayna came out and Nia Jax to beat up Lana. Lana was screaming, and then we saw Shayna twisting the arm to put it down, while her hand's like this, and then she stomps on the arm and breaks the arm of Lana, and then she takes off the kick pads of the boots of Lana, take off her shoe, and then later on she twisted the leg for Nia Jax to leg drop her leg like a pretzel, and later on to destroy her leg, and then Nia Jax did it again on her own. And then Asuka came out to save her, to take Shayna out of the ring and get rid of Nia Jax. But it was too late. There was damage onto Lana, and we heard at TLC, Lana is out. Lana is not going for the women's tag team titles. Asuka has to find a new partner. The match is not canceled. Asuka has to find a new partner. Then we had The Miz and John Morrison versus Keith Lee in a handicap match. I don't know why this match is happening. I don't know why. I don't understand why there's a handicap match. But it was an okay match. Keith Lee was doing good. People are upset that Keith Lee has to train more. Back to the Performance Center to train. He's not on NXT. He just has to train. Why are you guys upset about that? Every wrestler should train still. It doesn't matter you come to the main roster, you don't train anymore. No, you're supposed to train more. We want to see the athletes do their best. Why are you people upset? He's training. He's supposed to be training. Even Otis. People are upset. Mostly people are upset with Keith Lee. Because Keith Lee is supposed to be the greatest. This is a top star that came to Raw. Guys, he just has to train. Maybe because he's not training, he's losing ring abilities. I don't know, but Vince McMahon told him go to the Performance Center and train. That's what every athlete should be doing. Train. Hello? Why are people upset about it? I don't understand why you guys are upset about it. He should be training. No matter what. It doesn't matter he's on NXT or he's on Raw or SmackDown. He should be training still. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean he's a bad wrestler. It just needs to train. Work on stuff. Now he's working with bigger guys, athletic guys. He's not versing NXT guys that he knows. He knows very well. He's versing Raw guys that he doesn't know very well because he never fought these guys before. So, calm down, guys. Calm down. Stop hating on it. There's a reason why Vince McMahon did it. Okay? So calm down. I don't think Triple H has a problem with it either. I don't understand what's the big deal. I think training is part of the wrestling. And you see a lot of wrestlers train still, even when they're on Raw and SmackDown. You see Drew McIntyre train. You see a lot of people train for a match. If you're on there every single week, you should be training. If you're like Bo Dallas, not on shows, maybe you don't have to train. But he's on every week. He's on every week. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match was The Miz and John Morrison with a double pin onto Keith Lee after kicks. Then we had Maze versus Ricochet. And ladies and gentlemen, Maze was doing a good job. And they did announce that he is Dino Madden because they said, Samoa Joe, aren't you in his chair? Because remember, the last time we saw Dino Madden as a commentary was he got F5 onto the table from Brock Lesnar by helping Jerry Lawler. That's when we have fans. But it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. Maze and Ricochet did a good match. Slapjack and T-Bar trying to get themselves involved. But ladies and gentlemen, Ricochet got distracted and he got a double-handed choke slam. He kicked out of that, and then Ali stands up and says, "End 'em" to Maze, and Maze end 'em. And they got the win. Maze got the win. And then the rest of the Retribution came in and told Ricochet, the only way this thing ends is you joining Retribution. So will he join Retribution, or would he want to get beat up? The choice is yours, Ricochet. I would love to see him on Retribution and maybe actually win 10 titles with Ali. Because now, if he goes on Retribution, a lot more guys could win the tag titles. Like T-Bar and Maze, T-Bar and Slapjack, Maze and T-Bar, Maze and Slapjack. I want to see Ali and Ricochet work as a team and go for the tag titles. That would be cool. But ladies and gentlemen, then we had Dana Brooke versus Shayna Baszler. The winner of that match was Dana Brooke by disqualification because Nia Jax was still angry because she lost to Lana. She took out Dana Brooke because she was about to win the match. She pulled her out, got disqualified, and they start beating up Dana Brooke. Here comes the returning of Mandy Rose with a candlestick, whacking everybody in the with candlesticks. But like you know, it didn't work out with Nia Jax. She still got beat up, and everybody else got beat up until Asuka came out to make the save and made everybody run away. Make Nia and Shayna run away. Then we had Riddle versus MVP. The winner of that match in a minute was Riddle with a knee in the face, and then that corkscrew senton he did off the turnbuckle, and he wins. And then he saw Bobby Lashley. He said, "Oh, I'm out here." He rolled out of the ring and grabbed his bro nuts, and ladies and gentlemen, that's the end for him. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end, we got the ceremony, or whatever you want to call it, to hang up the WWE Championship, because this is the go home Raw before TLC. So they're going to hang up the title, but they had some words. AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre had some words. And at the end, we saw Drew McIntyre put his title on the hook. And AJ Styles told Drew McIntyre, what if it's not just me you have to worry about at TLC? And then we see John Morrison and The Miz coming from under the ring, I think under the ring, to attack Drew McIntyre. They push a ladder into his face. They start beating him up. And ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre kind of had upper hand. He did a Claymore onto The Miz. He took out AJ Styles. He did a Claymore onto John Morrison while John Morrison was holding the ladder. And then you just see almost those steel steps in the ring. Distracts Drew McIntyre. AJ Styles gets the attack, and ladies and gentlemen, he used all three weapons. He used the ladder to whack Drew McIntyre in the face. And then he used a chair to whack him in the back, and then he broke him through a table, and then he captures the WWE title. Will we see that at WWE's TLC this Sunday? We will find out, but ladies and gentlemen, that's on this Sunday. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys for tomorrow for Impact Wrestling. Because we heard that Kenny Omega is back. And ladies and gentlemen, on the trailer that they showed, he might be doing something. I don't know. He looks like he did, but ladies and gentlemen, we don't know if he's going to do something. But ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tyler is out. Bye.